AI memetic warfare is now here. Now, we were very excited about AI art. I suppose
I think excited is one way of describing it.
Yeah, I mean, you were
I've never been a fan.
definitely afraid.
It's not necessarily afraid. It's more, look, like it's like being the dinosaurs who are watching the asteroid approaching, where you're just like, okay, I can't stop this. It's going to kill us all.
Well, maybe, but you might have a laugh.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
That's what I've come to tell you.
Yeah.
So what's happened is that, of course, AI stuff we've gone through a little bit. There was some AI music that was pretty interesting. I actually started to get good enough where I was listening to it and then being like, I like this. This isn't just for a joke.
I'm being manipulated by algorithms, super sophisticated algorithms that have worked out the patterns of my brain, and now they control you.
Yeah, welcome to the future.
Yeah, exactly. I hate it.
So some other people have decided, what if we just made memes? And DALL-E 3 has been released, is my understanding. And DALL-E 3 is the newest AI iteration of DALL-E. And so people have been having fun with it. And the added technology now in this new iteration is so good that you can make things reliably and certain aspects that you couldn't in previous versions. So I suppose we're going to go through and do meme review. Anyway,
cool.
We shall begin with just promoting something on lotusears.com, this being Lads Hour. This is what animals could you take in a fight?
I'm so gutted I missed this one.
Yeah, I thought it was annoying. I wanted to talk about the dogs as well.
Yeah, but why is there a chimp there? No one's taking a chimp in a fight. Maybe a kangaroo.
You seen the guy who did punch a kangaroo?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think maybe you could take a kangaroo, but there's no way you're taking a chimp, man. Look at that.
I think I'll rip you apart.
It's a monster. I'm confident I could take a mountain lion. They're not that big.
Maybe you should go hunt one first.
They're like
with a gun.
120 pounds. I'm twice as heavy as them.
Okay.
Right? Like I can, it's happened. There have been guys who have killed mountain lions with their bare hands.
Okay, take the rat first and then move up.
I could take a rat.
I think everyone could take a rat.
Yeah. I could take whatever that stoat is or whatever it is.
A badger?
Weasel?
I don't know, but I could take that because that's like a tenth of my weight. Right? I'll fall on it. No, I'll fall on it. Body slam it.
Anyway, to the memes. So, meme review. We shall begin with something I mentioned previously. This is the chirp meme we went over the other day. So some people use some AI to make some memes here for people listening. Of
Columbus introducing the ceiling bird to the natives.
And explaining it's not the devil that makes the noise, it's the low battery. And
it's just the hallway. It just makes that noise.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. The comment, was it?
So there's been a whole bunch more. And firstly, we're going to start off with the more wholesome things that people have been using. I'm just going to call it that.
Oh, that's great.
So,
Norman Rockwell pay of Todd Howard.
So Norman Rockwell is the style here from the artist. And Todd Howard.
Oh, wow.
With the Fallout background, the planes.
To be fair, it doesn't look that Todd Howard-ish.
No, I mean, this particular example, I think, is a bit inferior to the things we're going to go through. Also, the lettering is a bit alien. So I don't know what's going on there. For some reason, it can do logos.
It's AI.
Pretty neat. Anyway, but, that's pretty fun. The style I really like, and we'll come back to that.
That's cool.
But
for anyone who's not aware, Norman Rockwell is famous for painting scenes from American life. Very wholesome and positive and unsubversive.
And as a result, like, this style has become like quintessentially American.
Yeah.
Especially for the Fallout.
That is cool.
Yeah, it works really well in the setting, doesn't it?
But now, other people had more fun and went a bit too far in a few regards. And there are going to be quite a few we're going to go through that are a bit too far, of course, which I don't endorse. But we're going to mention that they exist because that's a thing. Starting off with ISIS. We're now having pride parades.
I mean, this is haram.
But you can see the use, right?
Yeah.
Next time you see like LGBT against Islamophobia marches, I am just going to post this image underneath.
Yeah.
Because
this is what you're expecting, isn't it?
Like, do you seriously believe this is what the future holds? And I think creating such memes and using them can be severely effective. There's some other ones. We'll start off with Leonardo DiCaprio, so people came up with some movie ideas for him. There should be another one in there. Never mind. We'll skip, I suppose, to the World Health Organization instead.
Oh, poor Indians.
Yeah, I don't know if you can load up the Leonardo DiCaprio one, John, real quick, but we're talking here about the Indian meme as well. For people who don't know, India has a severe problem with toilet usage.
Yes.
Is that they don't have them. So the current, I believe, Prime Minister Modi actually made it a campaign promise that every house will have a toilet by 2020.
And they have like UN songs, Poo in the Loo and stuff like this. Like literally.
No way.
No, I'm not even joking. It's genuine.
Literal. No.
It genuinely like propaganda songs trying to get Indians to poo in toilets.
I wonder, John, if you can load that up in the background at the tab at the end.
Yeah.
So then, but I'll do this for now. Don't worry, I can switch these. No. I mean, add the Pooh in the Loose song at the end. That's all I mean. Sorry. But anyway, we'll begin with Leonardo DiCaprio here. So this is Leonardo DiCaprio in a new movie where Hamas are the good guys, which whole other thing.
I see the AI isn't perfect though. I mean, a couple of the faces on the left and the right are a bit.
Got anime eyes as well.
Sure, but like, look at these guys at the end. Who
Censored.
They've got elephantitis.
I understand. I'm not. So at the end of this, John's just telling me the ratio didn't perfectly fit, so we went into Photoshop and just added some AI edges. So the very edges do ignore.
Oh, right. Okay.
Center, yeah. Because we're not using the DALL-E 3 for that. We had to use Photoshop beta. But the next one, as I mentioned, the World Health Organization. I do love the lettering as well. Like, I don't know what you have to type to get this perfect as well. You will poo in Zulu and you will be happy. And then the crying Indian who's being forced against his will by the United Nations at gunpoint to stop using Indian squat toilets and use the pristine. Like it actually is.
I mean, this is literally colonization, isn't
it? Modern day colonization.
Yeah.
Oh, the gas masks as well.
Yeah.
You can see like the guys who are doing it as well, presumably the Indian higher ups.
Yeah.
So I used to date go.
UN, I mean, Jesus.
I have noticed something though. No toilet paper.
Well, the water, presumably.
Like the Japanese.
It's not the Japanese, is it? I think it's the rest of the world. I think it's just the Anglos that don't do it.
Yeah.
Which I'm proud of, because that's weird. The whole B-Day thing. But I used to date a girl who was Indian, and she lived in like a gated community. And what was funny is that she had no idea that this was even a meme or a problem in India, and had been to India for multiple years of her life. And I had to explain it to her and show her the Pooh in the Loo song from the United Nations before she even got it. And that's just how divided India is as a country. So presumably these are the higher ups finding out and then insisting that you use it. Anyway,
force the Indians at gunpoint. The UN.
There's a few more of these. I mean, this is just funny. Like reg nationalist here posting this. The UN logo on the toilet. It's like you will
be dragged into the Star Trek future whether you like it or not. Use the toilet.
There's not a UN version of this. There is an American Manifest Destiny version of this.
Right.
Because of course, being the global hegemon, they have to do their duty to the world. And sorry, there's one more UN one I forgot about. Again, you will do it in Zulu and you will be happy. Which thank you, Klaus Schwab, for that one. But blended off with the Manifest Destiny, as you can see here.
Liberty bringing toilets to the world.
The Americans have arrived in the Bengal and have brought news. Anyway, so it's my point with this is not just to show funny, because it is funny. You can use this AI meme technology for pretty much any subject.
Yes.
Which is good fun. So pit bullies and pit bull mummies.
Yeah.
Over here.
Gotta hope the baby wins.
I'm sure he will. He'll be trying his hardest. That's for sure. So for people listening, we're looking at a American XL, I presume, or just a big pit bull, fighting off a baby that he just wants to nom 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 on.
Thank God the baby has a sword.
Yeah, good luck. He's not the only one. There are a lot of the pit bull memes for some reason. People are really enjoying these. So there's a pit bull playing an arcade machine.
Oh, it's so true though. You can't trust these things at all. Like I'm actively racist against pit bulls.
Yeah.
Similarly. We had a lot of comments, especially from Americans.
So I have kids, that's why.
Okay. I just don't want to get bit. But there's a lot of Americans, especially because it's different culture, who are just like, you guys are overreacting. I love my pit bulls. And it's always, some woman petting the pit bull there. And I'm like, that's great, love. You enjoy. I'm going to not pet that one.
Wasn't there a protest that's been staged recently where they said, bring all your pit bulls and American XLs to this?
God,
and it's just going to be apparently a sea of people with lots and lots of dogs.
It's going to be a massacre that rivals Genghis Khan. That's what it's going to be.
Well, there was actually, as you mentioned, a pit bull protest to stop the banning of the American XL in the UK. And I noticed that none of the owners brought their dogs.
Yeah. We all left our dogs at home. Why? Because, they're dangerous.
Interesting.
We wanted to come back with all our fingers.
I don't want to rehash that whole debate, though. Apparently, there was an announcement not to bring them from the organisers, John's saying, which is...
Don't bring your kids, but these dogs are totally safe, bro.
They shouldn't be banned.
They do the same at the Golden Retriever and Labrador shows, don't bring your kids. Just all dogs are the same, man.
I do love the idea.
I hate this sort of just bollocks.
I do love the idea, though, like a mirror version of that. There's an American Second Amendment protest where everyone says, don't bring your guns, they're dangerous.
Yeah, they all bring guns.
Of course they bring their guns.
And no one gets shot.
It's amazing. In fact, it's the safest place to be in America on that day.
Yeah.
Certainly not Detroit. Anyway, moving on, because that's not the only one. There is another form of meme here, movie ideas. Now, a lot of people had a lot of movie ideas. We'll start off with the Bill Clinton movie that'll be coming out. This person here,
Pixar's Epstein Island.
This doesn't get less spicy as I go.
Just probably can't put this on YouTube.
We can definitely put this bit. Just saying that I don't know. Someone saying that we're a decade away from Disney or Pixar making a Clinton Epstein-esque film about how wonderful it is for old men to fly to a secret island with kids. Now, this is doubly funny, of course, because, Disney. They keep getting caught engaging in groomer activities.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
So the idea they wouldn't make the Western version of Cuties.
That is awful.
I'm just saying, I don't really put it past them to produce not exactly this movie.
I mean, it doesn't look exactly like a Pixar movie.
But in 2 years, I think there will be some Pixar movie that is like Cuties, and everyone will be like,
No. What's going to happen is that AI, art, and technology will continue to advance. So literally, someone can type in ChatGPT, write me an Epstein Island Pixar movie, and then
add the voice,
and then go to DALL-E, animate me this Epstein Island Pixar movie.
Go to 11 Labs, add the voice,
exactly. And so they will literally just be able to AI generate the Epstein Island Disney Pixar movie. That's what's coming, man.
You know what's coming before that is 4chan making trailers for the movies.
Oh no! Like, just giving them ideas.
The future, in the future, anything will be possible, and it will be awful. I'm telling you, it would be absolutely awful.
Oh, no.
See, you know, like the difference between people who are, let's say, always online and those who aren't. And you go to your grandma sometimes with like some stupid memes, and they're horrified by what you consider a pretty normal meme.
Yeah.
That difference is gonna get really exponential.
At some point in the future, this will get so advanced. You'll literally just go to the computer and just be like, "Look, I want to watch a movie about whatever," and it'll generate it for you like on the fly, like that. And it'll just be you'll just watch whatever it is. There'll be no limit to anything. No point to any of it.
That would be a cool dystopian novel or something.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're in the movie.
Yeah, why not?
So there's some other despicable movie ideas. I've only included the most despicable movie ideas for this to make the point that, I mean, apparently literally anything can be brought to life, no matter how horrible. So your point about it being dystopia is somewhat true, if not entirely. We can see the George Floyd movie, Pixar version. There's also a mid-century German movie that was planned, which I'm not going to show any other shots of. I'm just going to show this one to make the point that it existed. Someone made that up, so that's a thing. But then we're going to get back to the political side of things, I suppose, because someone started making socialist realism Donald Trump paintings, which this guy goes on to mention, like, he's been making loads of them, just talking about AI being banned from the writers' strike solution.
Lots of anti-union cope.
Yeah, I mean, good luck trying to stop it by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And the big thing I wanted to show was the most one that catch my eye was not all the other nonsense, which, people have been making. It's that Norman Rockwell stuff. Because some guy decided to...
Oh, wow. Oh, right.
Oh,
right.
Sorry.
Someone decided to take that Norman Rockwell picturesque American style of painting and then added in modern American ideas to make, I think, the most effective kind of propaganda I have ever seen. So
this is really powerful.
What we're currently looking at is, I don't know, a rendition of the George Floyd riots.
It's not even George Floyd riots. They're still doing it all day, every day. Like, this happens really regularly in America, where just on social media, a gang of urban youths will decide they need to loot something in order to feed their family, and a bunch of left-wingers will applaud them on, and here's the Norman Rockwell rendition of it.
And that's exactly what we're looking at for people listening in this example. And it goes on and on. I mean, these are really strange. I mean, we have one here of people just burning down a house. We have one here of the cat ladies.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a 50s cat lady there. Yep. So there's that. The last one here, this is Anon living in his basement. Yeah. There's trash everywhere. Somehow looks more cool than the modern Anons.
Way cooler.
There's also the average fat American. So going to his diner, which
so happy.
That's a thing.
In the 50s, you didn't get people of that kind of weight.
No, and it doesn't really hit you that hard until you see it in this kind of propaganda style. But it's like, I mean, the American obesity crisis really is kind of horrific.
Yeah,
like truly horrific, to say the least. And we have some others here. I'm just gonna go through. We have the secret police. So the FBI over here in their trilbies with their he him badges, because what else are they going to wear exactly? We have San Francisco visualized.
Oh, yeah, accurate.
Tent cities, which, yeah, that's true as well. You can't even deny that. We have also the FBI over here listening on you as you take a dump, which...
Don't worry, UN. I'm using the toilet.
Please don't call the police. We have an American high school visualized, which, I mean, again...
It is really punchy, isn't it? In this style.
It's
really impactful.
Quite striking. We also have women's sport. I mean, I do love that with the South Park version of that. That was funny, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a good meme. That's something I can share that is funny. But this strikes me on another level of like, that really...
She's so brave, Callum.
So brave.
Really does hit it home. Anyway, I have some more, just the last ones here, with yoga. As you can see, the community all getting together to watch yoga. Yeah. There's also drag Queen Story Hour getting married here. The average American church with love is love, etc. Which that's a thing. Again, the edges here. That's our trying to fix the resolution. But you can see the faces in the middle. DALL-E 3 is really getting good at doing faces. Except that little girl there. She got the short straw.
She's just a bigger man. She doesn't like that.
We have the last one here as well. It's the average Democrat. So, I mean...
right.
He's running for office. How do you know? Well, he's got Stephen with him, who is...
Supported by his husband.
Well, it's not even necessarily his husband. It's a local community leader who just wants privacy in his own bedroom.
Yes.
Right.
Which, I don't know if people saw. There was actually a local community leader in, I think it was Philadelphia, who wanted a Pride March, who tweeted, in exactly this uniform, in case you were wondering. I mean, almost garment for garment. And with the quote, "I'm going to get fisted today."
I did see this.
And then everyone thought he was joking because, it's a bit extreme. Some people in that sort of... And then there was a picture of him doing it in public later that day at the same march. And a lot of people were just commenting, "In the privacy of my own bedroom, huh?" And it's like, yeah, there's a real difference here. I mean, we've hit on that many a time, the difference between the gay community and the LGBT community.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny. Whenever I meet a gay guy who knows the show, he always comes up to me and says, "Man, I love what you're doing. God, we have nothing in common with those people." And I'm like, don't worry, I know. Like a completely different sex of society.
If you're watching us, I'm guessing you're not getting fisted in public.
Keep it in your bedroom. Anyway, but that's my point, which is AI memes are really advanced. They have become to the point in which they can do literally anything you want. And my more base point is that it doesn't have to do with anything. I mean, you could apply this to any ideology. So I think the worst dystopian aspect of this is not necessarily anything we just mentioned. The left might be able to meme.
You never know.
Think how scary that is.
No, the left can't meme. They just need to get a computer to do the memes for them.
That's what I mean. But they might actually make something for once. I mean, I'm not saying it'll be anytime soon. They're still going to have to work that funny out.
I'm not terribly perturbed by even the evil AI creating memes. I'm not worried about it.
I don't know. I got some fears under my bed about that. But anyway, that's AI memes. So if you want to make some, DALL-E 3 is a thing. If you appreciated that segment from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, you can go to lotuseaters.com to get access to all the premium content that's on the site, such as the Lads Hours, this one on Le Reddit question. If you'd like to find out what else is being put out, you can follow on Getter at lotuseaters_com on Getter. Thank you and goodbye.